All right. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. I am really looking forward to tonight. I know y'all is you prefer to be on here every Sunday. I would prefer that too. However, I gotta make sure I take care of myself, y'all, because I'm one of those people. If I don't remind myself to take care of myself, I will be screwed. Okay, I'll be burnt out, and I don't want to do that because I really enjoy jumping on here, and being able to share what I'm learning, what I'm experiencing as a trader, being able to share those things with y'all. So as you come on, do me a favor. I would really appreciate it if you just drop where you are tuning in from, whether you are watching live or the replay. Okay, so if you're watching the replay, shout out to you. But if you're here jumping on live, do me a favor and let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop your city, drop your state, drop your country. Okay, if you are not in the United States, I would love to see where you're tuning in from outside of the United States. So we're going to do a little bit of the formalities first before we get into this live market analysis. I do want to ask that you make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Everybody that's jumping on, shout out to you. Thank you all so very much for jumping on. But give this video a thumbs up right now. Like, go to the screen and then hit that thumbs up so that way people know that we are live. Okay. And then number two, please, if you have not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe, right? You want to make sure that you stay connected doing these things with me in these markets and definitely within the FOREX market. So hit that subscribe and notification bell if you are not part of the Prosperity Calls community, okay? Because we want the prosperous ones to be aware of what's going on, what's being made available to them, so you can take advantage of those things before the general public gets access to it. So now that we got that part out the way, next thing I want to do is go into our disclaimer. Y'all, listen, I know that people love to talk about what they do as a trader, but I want to make sure you all are well aware that there are risks involved with trading. Okay, so trading can contain substantial risk and is not suited for every individual. Every trader learns and performs differently. That's why our results will not all be the same. There is a potential for a trader to lose all or more than their initial investment into the market due to numerous factors. So therefore, it is suggested that each trader only invest money into any tradable market that can be lost without jeopardizing their financial security and or lifestyle. Prosperity Calls members are not financial advisors nor licensed traders. Each of us, that includes anyone that I invite on here to share their experiences with trading, to share some stuff with you. None of us are licensed traders as far as I know. Anyone that I'm connected to that I would bring on here. We are not licensed traders, so I want to make sure you all are well aware of that, okay? I'm trying to get this off my screen like, there we go. Okay, so these shared experiences do not substitute the viewer's decision-making capabilities. All traders that utilize strategies shown and products provided will do so at their own risk and take full responsibility for loss of profit while trading. Each trader is highly encouraged to conduct individual research and or consult their financial advisor before engaging in any market. Past profits do not guarantee future results, y'all. I want you to be able to create your own trading blueprint for success. I tell this to my students, and I'm telling this to y'all too. I want you to get this information, take it, run with it, go do your own due diligence and dig in a little bit more to make sure that you got your understanding, so that way you can create your own blueprint for success, okay, as a trader. All right. So now that we got that part out the way, let's get into the next thing, which is our last session in review. So last session was on the 9th of June. This month has started out kind of slow with what we found. There were two things that we looked at: GBP, JPY, that's the pound, paired with the yen, Japanese yen, right? It took almost, I'll say, a little over a week. I know for a fact it was a little over a week for GBP, JPY to clear the previous highs and create a new all-time high, and then finalize the high before going into a sale. So I know that when I did the live market analysis with y'all on that day, I did suggest, okay, that you consider, looking at a sale, and here's why. So yes, for the buy, GBP JPY did go up 82 pips from that point that I said we needed to look for, okay, outside of that high, the previous month, previous week and day high and all that stuff, right? However, even though it did an 82 pip gain to the upside, if people would have been patient and waited for the sale, that was a 267 pip move to the downside. So y'all, when I say patience pays, like if you've heard people say that before, patience definitely pays way more than being impatient. I got it. You probably are like, well, Leona, I could have got the buy and the sale. You probably could have. But here's the thing. We want to practice patience in the market. So if I'm saying, hey, I want to get the buy and the sale, well, am I really following what the system that I'm utilizing? Am I really following that system? Okay. If I know that I'm at an all-time high, like GBP JPY was. If I know I'm at an all-time high, I'm not gonna be stoked and like, oh yeah, man, I want to get this buy. In my mind, because of the data that I have, I'm automatically going to be like, yeah, I know I could make some money with the buy, but I could make way more with the sale. And I'd rather be patient and wait for the sale. I could look for something else because we have so many options, especially in the forex market. We have so many options we could trade, y'all. So it's not like I got to wait for GBP JPY. Like I could just set my stuff up and then I could set alerts to tell me, hey, if it hits here, then I should be looking for a sale. Right? If it does this, then I should be looking for a buy, whatever it is. So I don't have to sit around and wait when I can use all of these things at my disposal. So y'all, being patient is going to pay you way more than being an impatient trader. Because you can make some money here and there, a little bit here and there, but can you be consistent with making the money? That's the key, y'all. I need y'all to think about being consistent with making the money year after year. Month after month, week after week, day after day. You want to end your day in profit. You want to end your week in profit, your month in profit, your year in profit. You want to continuously be able to do that. So I got it. Quick bag would have been the 82 pips to the upside, but the bigger bag would have been patience waiting for the sale that occurred, and that was 267 pips with GBP JPY. So the other one was gold. I told y'all we were waiting for. We were actually waiting for that to occur. It took almost 2 weeks, honestly, for gold to finally hit the take profit one. Like it got close. It was like 18 pips or so off. I think 17, 18 pips, something like that. Off from hitting the take profit one point that was established on the last one. And it finally did it towards the end of last week. And I'm like, God, dog, I done took all these other trades in my account. Like I traded, what was it? AUD I said AUD USD. AUD JPY, CAD JPY, I believe, or USD JPY. So it's USD JPY. That's what I traded. I put the trade in for that. So it's like I done did all of this other stuff. And I was waiting on gold, but I was like, yeah, I can't keep waiting on gold. So I'm just gonna, look at the market and whatever the market tell me, that's what I'm running with. So thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that for real. So both of those trades actually eventually did make money. Of course, it just took a little longer for it to happen this time around. So I definitely want to take a note of that, so I can see if this is a common thing, for the month of June, or is it just because there's a lot going on. We're in an election year. All kind of stuff is going on right now with these wars and everything. So there's a lot that could be playing a role in why it took so long for these two in particular to hit their areas. So that was the last session in review. We went over that. Now I've added something new, y'all, because I follow a gentleman. His name is Wall Street Trapper, and he put me on to a website called FinViz. So I'm able to see that to kind of get an idea of what is happening in the stock market, like, so I can see which sectors are really producing or which sectors are hurting at the moment, right? So I get to see that. Well, when it comes to Forex, I was like, it got to be something like that for Forex, so that way people can see at least like the previous week, like what happened in the past week or what happened yesterday or whatever. So there is some things, something like what he shows, but I didn't like that. I wanted to show you all this. And the reason why I wanted to show you all the last week's performance is because this will help you to get an idea of why the market is moving in the manner it's moving and why some of your trades have played out the way they played out, right? So I'm going to take my picture off of here so that way y'all can see everything. So there is one, the top part here, I want you all to just look at for a second. And that is where it says the 1 week relative performance. So this is showing us last week, okay? The Australian dollar, it was strong, okay? We were moving to the upside with that. Same thing with the Canadian dollar. So remember I shared with y'all, I did AUD, JPY. I actually put that in for a buy. I put that in for a buy last week. That hit my profit area. Canadian dollar, I marked it up, but I didn't enter that trade because I did enter the one for USD JPY. I entered that one for a buy as well. I cannot remember how many pips I got for that one. I would have to go back and look, but I know it was more than 40 pips for sure, because I believe the AUD JPY, I got 40 pips out of that before the market turned around and whatnot. But I want to say USD JPY was higher than that, way more than that. So I'll let y'all know. I'll put it in the comments of this video to say what USD JPY, how many pips I gained from that one. Now look at this. So all of these went to the downside, right? So they weren't as strong last week. The euro wasn't as strong. Pound. So the darker the red, the weaker that currency was in the past week. This is why we were all able to buy and make money off of our currency pairs that were paired with the Japanese yen, because as you all can see, the yen was the weakest out of all of them. All right. If that makes sense, though, seriously, if that makes sense, please give me a yes. Put yes in the chat. If you're watching the replay, type yes, it makes sense. Okay. Yes, it makes sense. So that way I know y'all are good, because I really want to keep this. If y'all think I should keep this, let me know. I really want to keep this because it's kind of helps. I know for me, it's like that made perfect sense as to why we were able to buy so many different currencies paired with the yen all last week, because this was the weakest one out of all the typically traded currencies out there. Okay, I got you. I appreciate it. So even down here, it shows you like per hour, per day, per week, like how many pips it moved. So if you look at where is it at? USD JPY and GBP JPY, look at those numbers for the week, right? And so remember what I told y'all, when I wanted to trade GBP JPY, I wanted to wait for the sale. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to wait for. Same thing with well, I won't say same thing, but with USD JPY, I'm like, nah, I wanna buy, because I see everything is telling me to buy. Y'all know what my system is. Those of you that have been following me for a while here on YouTube, y'all know what my system is. So I do that system every single time. So gotcha. I appreciate y'all putting yes in the chat. But I just follow that system every single time. No, nonstop. I don't deviate from the system because it works, right? So just looking at this, if y'all want to, you can go to finviz.com. I'll type it in here so that way y'all can go to it. But you can go to finviz.com and they have a Forex section. So they have stocks and they have Forex, and I want to say they have cryptocurrency. I'm not sure, but I did find Forex, and I'm like, yeah. So I clicked on this one because I felt like this is better. This would be a better visual and be more understood, you know, when looking at what is the market telling us. Okay, so that's last week. So now we're going to go into what's coming up this week. So y'all listen, I need you, even though y'all know I am a technical trader, right? I'm heavy on the technical. I also do a bit of fundamental. I need to know what the market is telling us. And I need to know what is being said, what's happening in the news, because that also contributes to whether I even want to enter a trade or not. So for those of y'all that are new, thank you so very much for jumping on. Appreciate it. But I will say this, looking to the left here, all of these things on the left-hand side, these are things that I can. Okay, that was weird. That was weird. If y'all can hear me, let me know. If y'all can hear me just fine, let me know. I don't even know which slides is which. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. All right. So anyway, let's get back to this. So tomorrow, Bank of Canada governor speaking. So y'all, when you go to ForexFactory.com, you'll be able to see red folder news, what exactly is happening, what time that's supposed to happen. You'll be able to see all of that. So just make sure that you check that out, okay? And then again, this is on Tuesday. You have some news happening with Canada, Australia, as well as the U.S. And then moving forward, as you can see, you have Bank of England, their governor speaking. You have U.S. unemployment and GDP numbers being released. We have bank holidays. The reason why I have bank holidays on here, y'all, is because typically when there's a bank holiday, people move a little different. They spend money a little different during bank holidays. So it's not as easy to make a determination on what you're going to do in the market, because the market just may be a bit volatile, or it may be super slow. So if it's super slow, I don't want to be in it, because remember, y'all, I'm a day trader, so I want to be in and out of the market as fast as I can within 24 hours or less. I stretch it 48 hours, but after 48 hours, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in the trade no more. If I'm in profit, I'm scaling myself about that trade. I'm not even gonna lie. So, but yeah, but then Canada has their GDP that's coming out on Friday, as well as it's ridiculous. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. But yeah, just go to forexfactory.com. Okay, I'm gonna type it in here, forexfactory.com, because I'm about to show y'all anyway, because I got to finish with this list. But go to forexfactory.com and you'll be able to see what the news is that's coming up. You'll be able to see the times, dates, and all of that stuff. And you'll be able to open up the folders to understand why this is important to you as a trader to know. Okay. So those are our things that's coming up that could impact our trading. Let's get to the let's get to sharing my screen for, I'm trying to find the thing. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Let's get to Forex Factory so I can finish my list. Okay. So I have a total of 12 things on my list right now. I am using Forex Factory as another means to help consolidate this list, bring it down, do our little process of elimination. So I've already done the US pairs that's on here. Now I'm going to just change out these and I'm going to type in the rest. So I'm doing Euro GBP. I'm looking for a buy for this. I do have 2 green numbers, so that's a go for me. So I put a check mark next to Euro GBP. The next one on my list is Euro AUD. This is supposed to be a buy as well, so I need 2 green numbers. I do not have 2 green numbers, so I'm putting an X next to Euro AUD, okay? If I am moving too fast for some of you and you're like, Leona, I don't even know how you got your list. Like, why are you on Forex Factory? I need you to do me a favor. Go back to my YouTube channel, and then you can look for how to know what to trade in the Forex market. There is a 5-part series where I break each step of my trading system down. Each video specifically talks about one part of that system. Okay, so I have part 2 talks about Forex Factory, which is what we're on right now. So you'll know how I even got my list because you're going to watch part 1. So if you really want to know how I come up with my list, how I do what I'm doing right now, why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, then go to that series, okay? Go to that series and you'll be able to get that. And it is at a very, very slow pace, okay? So AUDJPY is a no-go because that's not 2 red numbers. So with NZD, anything paired with the yen right now, it should be a sell. That's what the currency strength meter showed me. And right now, I only have one of them that's showing up that way. So let's see, CAD, JPY. Let's see if this one is, nope. Okay. So now, remember when I was talking about news, I have my list. I got my 12 currencies. So I have my list. So now I'm going to go down here where this news is at to see if anything on my list has a red or an orange folder next to it. So if I have NZD on here, NZD USD, NZD JPY, Euro NZD. Okay, so I got 3 of them. Well, there's nothing red on here for tonight. And then I'm looking for tomorrow. There's nothing red on here for NZD. Okay, so I'm good to go with that. I do have US pairs on here. So that means tomorrow morning, this is Central Standard Time. For my people who have never done this before, please go up here and change your time. Just click on it one time. Change it to your time zone, time format, and then hit save settings. Again, if you want to know how to do what I'm doing, the setup and everything, just watch that series, How to Know What to Trade in the Forex Market. I go over this very, very slow. Like, seriously. Step 1, step 2, like, and I pause and stuff. So that way you got it. Okay. I do have the Canadian dollar on here. So that means if I am in profit before 12:30, I'll say, then I will secure my profit and exit the trade. Not even gonna front. Because if I'm in something now, like tonight, I get into something that has a Canadian dollar on it, and then I'm in profit, let's say by 10 a.m. Well, guess what? I'm gonna secure my profit. There's multiple ways you can do it, but I do trailing stocks. But nonetheless, you can do it however you want to do it. But I will actually physically exit the trade if I have not hit my profit area yet. I will actually exit the trade before 12:45. Not even gonna lie, because I don't want to run the risk of the market turning around and not going in my favor. And especially if you don't have, like you haven't scaled out of the position or put a trailing stop in, and you're already, you've already secured your profit and whatnot. If you don't do those things, you're running the risk of losing your money, okay? Because there is a possibility of that happening. So Euro tomorrow has orange folder. It has an orange folder. So I have 3 things that's on my list right now that have a red or orange folder. So that means I need to steer clear of those 3 things around that time. Okay? That's what I'm doing. So everybody should have this. If you have never looked at Forex Factory before, then I would say you want to learn how to utilize it like I'm talking about now. Just go back to that series, How to Know What to Trade in Foreign Exchange or Forex Market. That's what I have. Go to part 1 Start there and then work your way up to parts 4 and 5. Okay. All right. So now I got that. I'm going to investing.com real quick. And then after I do this, we'll see if the market shows anything worth marking up tonight. And then if not, y'all already know I'm going to go to my go-to, which is gold. I'll probably even mark up NAS 100 unless someone has something that they would like me to mark up. But yeah, most definitely I'll be showing y'all gold, y'all. Not even gonna lie. Regardless of what the market's showing right now, I'll be doing gold. As a matter of fact, while I'm setting this up, y'all do me a favor. Whoever puts it in there first, that's what I'm gonna go with. Put in the chat something that you would like for me to mark up. What is one of your currency pairs or indices or whatnot? What is it that you like to trade? Go ahead and drop that in the chat right now. And then I'll mark that up today. I said today. I'll mark it up tonight. So we can add that to the list. So USD JPY, no. Okay, that's on here. That's on here. That's on here. Euro JPY is not. This is the first week where I have not had Euro CHF on here. Huh, that's funny. Okay, GBP JPY, yes and no. All right, cool. Okay, so NAS 100 it is. Got it. So I'll be doing that. Thank you, Veronica, for dropping what you would like. Okay, so Euro GBP, Euro AUD, I need to add. And y'all, again, while I'm adding these on here, if you want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing on investing.com, how did I get here, all that good stuff, listen, go to that series. Just go to the series, y'all. I know you're like, I don't want to spend that time. If you don't want to spend that time learning how I do it, and you want me to do it on here, no, man. That means you're not ready to learn. I love you, but I need you to tough love. Like sometimes people need to hear it. You're not ready. And that's okay. But if you are ready, go watch it. It's totally free, y'all. It's not like I'm charging you to watch it. I'm leaving it up there for free so that way if people want to know how I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing, they can go back and see it for themselves and they're not guessing. And that cuts out some of the questions that people may have because they already have a reference point. Okay. So GBP USD is not showing sale across the board. So I have to put an X next to GBP USD. AUD USD, same thing. That's not showing sale across the board. NZD, oh my bad. Euro GBP is not showing buy across the board. So I'm putting an X next to that. USD CAD is all over the place. So X next to that. Oh my gosh, are we gonna get anything today? NZD USD is not showing sell across the board. So X next to that. GBP JPY strong buy still. So this has been buying since June 9th, y'all, because that was the one that I marked up on June 9th. So GBP JPY, put a check mark. EUR AUD is supposed to be buying. That is all over the place. So X, Euro NZD, X as well, because that's supposed to be a buy. Euro CAD is supposed to be a buy. That is not. So X next to that. And AUD JPY is strong buy. So these other three are showing buys and they're supposed to be sales. So X, X, X. So the only one on our list, just like on the 9th of June, is GBP JPY. So we're doing GBP JPY. We'll do NAS 100. And we're doing gold. If anyone has anything else, I can mark that one up. Just let me know. I'm only going to take one more, y'all. Especially since I already got GBP JPY marked. All I got to do is just update it. This one will actually be a bit easier for me to do. So let me know if you have something else in mind and I could just mark it for you and we can see what the market's telling us. All right, so I'm going to update this. Update GBP JPY. I do something called a top-down analysis, y'all. So for my people who are new to my channel and new to the live market analysis, this is what I do. I do a top-down analysis. I just look to see where the price has been for that particular currency pair or whatever I'm considering trading. I just look at where price has been. I mark the high and the low, and then I go from there. And that helps me with deciding. If I should enter something at the moment or if I should push pause. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to hit the thing. Bam. There we go. So yeah. So that's it for me. All right. So I got week done, and now I'm going to do the day. So my week and my day are the same high. So I'm going to delete this one, because I don't want to have the line on here twice. I'm going to delete this because that's old from showing an example. All right. And if you have any questions, by all means, y'all drop it in the chat. But yeah, I do the top-down analysis. That's actually part of that series as well, where I take my time and walk y'all through how I do it as well. So now I have my week and day updated. Bam. So, and then now it looks like price is definitely just taken off. So this supply zone is no longer needed at this time. Yeah, all this is not needed anymore. So right now, what I'm looking at is price is still at another all-time high. Like I said last time, y'all, listen, when price is at all-time highs, you prepare for a sale. You can sit here and say all day, oh, no. Listen, I'm going to tell you, you prepare for the sale. I showed y'all already what happened with the one that we marked on the 9th with GBP JPY. The sale was more pips at that time, right? So I'm looking at this right now, and I could see, yes, you could do the buy because everything is saying buy, but we don't have any data to tell us where price could go. So just like I said on the 9th, y'all, I would wait for price to break this high, okay? Come back down, form a new bullish candlestick pattern, confirm that bullish candlestick pattern because I trade candlesticks, and then take it to the upside. You would need to do something called if I were you, okay? Because remember, y'all, I'm not a licensed trader. But activate trailing stop, okay? What does that mean? If you have been trading before, there's something called a stop loss when we trade Forex. So you want your safety net there. So if the market does not continue to go to the upside like it's telling us, and it does push down where there's only a certain amount of money that you're going to lose because you have a stop loss in place. Well, let's say you have your stop loss in place and the market does continue to push up and it does do this. It comes a candlestick pattern or whatever strategy you use to trade. It does what you want it to do according to your strategy. Then guess what? Now, when you're in profit, however far up you want it to go, before you say, I want to secure some of my profit, you can move your stop loss from where it's at into profit. And if your broker allows you to do an automatic one, then you can activate an automatic trailing stop. If your broker does not allow you to activate an automatic trailing stop, then you would have to manually just move it into profit more and more, however many pips that is for you. Okay, but the reason why I want to use that is to secure our profit because this is an all-time high, this white line right here. Okay, so we need price to clear this and then come back and let us know, okay, we're still buying. If it doesn't do that and it does sell, let's see where it's at right now, down. So we can see somewhere between like an 80 to 100 pip move to the downside. I can take that. Okay. So that would mean if we do have a real deal sale, then this previous month high here would be my TP1 for a sale. You can also make the day a TP1 if you want to, or I would do a 2, okay? And, oops, dang it. There we go. And then I would do, I'm going to look first before I do this. I possibly would have an area in between this day low here and the week low. So for my people, because I'm looking at this on the 4 hour, I see a lot of activity. I'll see if anything changes on the 1 hour, but let me see if it looks different on the 1 hour. Okay, yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Let me see if this one is any different. That's 1, 2. And let's see. I'm attempting to see if I have areas that have more than 3 touches. This one has 4, so resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance. So that's 5. I'll use this one. Okay, cool. So, hey, y'all better get back to my music. Quit playing with me. Okay. All right. So now I have 4 potential take profit points for a sale. So if GBP JPY does turn around and everything says sale, then guess what? Then that's when you can look at taking a sale. But whatever your system is, if you don't want to use mine, whatever your system says for you to say, yeah, let me take the sale, then roll with that. Okay. I'm just showing y'all what works for me. And if you like it, run with it. If you don't, it's all good. Okay. Keep it moving. All right. So this is the setup for GBP JPY. I only trade off of the 1 hour. Okay. So that is it for me. We're good to go. I'm gonna hit save. And now let's go to go and then NAS 100. And if I don't see anyone put anything in while I'm doing NAS 100, that will be the last one to be marked up. Okay. So I'm giving y'all an option to get a 4th markup. Okay. You have an option to get a 4th markup. If no one says anything, then I will for sure close it out there. Let's get this off of here because I already did that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is it. I'm doing the same thing for gold like I did with the others. This is the previous week. I'll remove all this. And then this is the previous week low here. So gold sold. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the day. And if you're like, Leona, I don't get it, then go watch the series, y'all. Okay. How to know what to trade in the Forex market. Go to that series on my YouTube channel and you'll be able to know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So now I have my week and my day marked. My day high and week high are the same. Looks like, yep, go hit our golden zone here with the field and push right on back down. We tipped them to get it to just keep going, but it don't want to do it. Gold don't want to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over to so we can see how the market is respecting these areas. They are respecting these areas. Okay. So yeah, right now the US dollar is, I can't remember if the US dollar was weak or strong. Let me go back to the currency strength meeting. I think the US dollar was strong. No, it's weak. Okay. Got it. Okay. So because the US dollar is weak at the moment, we should see buy. Price should go up, up, up. We go. Should. Okay. But with the market, anything can happen. So let me mark this with my vertical line. All right. If this is making sense, y'all, if you're like, okay, I'm following, even though I don't trade this way, I'm following. This is making sense. Let me know. Put yes, it's making sense. Okay. If it's not and you're completely lost, put Leona, I am completely lost, girl. I'm gonna need your help. Okay. Put I'm lost if you are lost. All right. So like I said, we're still looking for the buy because the US dollar is not strong. If the US dollar was strong, we should see a sale happening. Okay. But since the US dollar is not strong right now, that's why we're seeing a buy occur. You can, if you want to, you can go to investing.com. They have a section for commodities, and then you can select that, and then you can see what's happening with gold, silver, oil, all that stuff. And of course, I have to customize it because I trade out for the 1 hour. So I'm just gonna adjust this real quick, and then go from there. So, but that's what I do. That's another way for me to just kind of see, even if I am seeing stuff on the chart, I'm like, yeah, I got it, but I just want to double check and make sure I'm good. So like, see, it's saying sell and then strong buy for the week. So everything is saying sell, hour, 5 hour daily is saying sell, but then the week is saying buy. So that tells me right now, I probably shouldn't think about entering gold at the moment because it's kind of all over the place, right? On investing.com. That's my logic. I got it. It's showing a buy is happening. I got it that there is a bullish candlestick pattern for my people who trade candlestick patterns like myself. There is a bullish candlestick pattern down here at the bottom at our previous day low. I understand that, but again, I follow all my systems. So if my one part of my system is saying no, it's all over the place, then guess what? I'm not doing it. Okay. So I got it, but this would still be depending on how everything plays out with investing.com. If it does turn around and show buy across the board, this will be my take profit one again, just like I did before on June 9th, right? So TP1 for a buy. Okay. I just need the word buy. There we go. So the bottom of this golden zone here that I had marked for my field, this is going to be my TP1 for the buy. I can do the top of this or just do, oh man, I deleted it. Okay, cool. So I could do the top of this as the TP2 because that's a lot of movement. And then the top of this other zone for that sell, that would be the TP3. Now, I'm pretty sure there may be some movement in between those two. So I may look at it later. But as of right now, definitely 1, definitely 2. There may be something in between 2 and 3, but right now I'm not going to do it. Now, y'all know I marked the buy, but I'm also going to mark a sell. Why? Because there is a potential for gold to continue to sell, right? So we have, all right, so we got this demand zone here with our day and week. Ooh. That's a lot of traffic for me. So I could say possibly, depending on the risk to reward ratio, I could say this would be the take profit 1 for a sale, and then this month low here. Let me see. Let's see. I don't really see much besides this right here. That's the only thing. That's not enough for me. Yeah, that's only one touch. Let me just see real quick. I should have drew a line there. Okay. So might be this one because I got a doji right here. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just trying to see. So I got 1, 2. So that's 2. Three. Okay, cool. So if anything, if price were, let me change this back to a candle. So if price were to sell, I would be looking for it to clear here, come below this previous week low here, come down, pull back up, form a new bearish candlestick pattern, and then come down. Okay. Did I do it? There you go. So this bottom of this demand zone could be a take profit 1. If the risk to reward is not there, then you can use this green line here. Okay. So I'm just going to put it in between the two. So like I said, if this one isn't a good risk to reward, if it's not a 1 to 2, see if this is a 1 to 2. If this is not a 1 to 2, then this would definitely be your take profit 1. Here's the concern though, and I always tell people this: you got to know what risks come with this type of setup, because if price, let me mute that for a second. If price, let's just say this is not a good risk to reward ratio, like it's not at least a 1 to 2, right? Well, if it's not a 1 to 2 right here, then that means that price could slow down here. It could consolidate here. It could consolidate and then push back up, okay? Or it can consolidate and push back down. But nonetheless, if you're a day trader like me, you're not going to want to be in the trade forever. So if you know that, you would just move on to something else. I'm just being honest. Like, I trade gold all the time. And if I'm seeing that price is slowing down and this is not a good risk to reward for me, if it's not at least a 1 to 2 for me here, then I won't even do it. I'll have it marked up, but I won't take it. I'll look for something else. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know that's what I do. Totally up to you to do what you do with how you trade. Okay. Especially with whatever trading strategy you're using. Do what you do. Okay. But you can either use the bottom of this demand zone or this TP that this kind of like area of support that I found. And you're looking at this previous month low here, just know that price may slow down here. Okay. All right. So we got gold. Last one, y'all. We're going to do NAS unless somebody put in the chat. Now, it's 80 y'all here. So unless somebody put in the chat, hey, Leona, I want to look at such and such, we ain't going to get it. Okay. So let's go. If you really want to see something marked up, then go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm only going to take one more, and then we're going to wrap this up. All right. Let's see. I got to make this a bit wider. My bad, y'all. So I can't. There we go. All right. Let's go up here. Bam. Okay. Okay, I got a request for oil, so we'll definitely use oil. And then that'll be the last one. This one won't be that long. All right, so I got my month and then week. Okay. And I'm gonna change this. I don't know why I never did this before. So this is my first time looking for like a 90s R&B instrumental playlist. So glad that YouTube, shout out to YouTube, man. Whoever uploaded these, I appreciate it. For sure. All right, so I got my high here. And as you all come on, y'all, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, okay? I really appreciate it if you just hit that thumbs up. So you can let people know we are live. You can let people know we're live. And if you are getting something out of this session, let me know. Say, you know what, Leon, this is making sense. I'm liking this. Or if you're completely lost, say, Leon, I'm lost. Okay? Whichever one. Just let me know. So I see day it's been buying, but now we look like a sale. Okay. Okay, so looking at NAS right now on a 4-hour, it has been buying like I saw on the day. But we have this sale that is occurring. I'm going to show you again. If you go to investing.com, you can go to futures. Okay. And then, did I click on it? Okay. I'm sitting here like, why did I? And then, of course, I'm customized because I trade on the 1 hour. So I'm going to start with the hour. And then 5 day. And, okay, I got to move this up some because I can't see. Week. All right, cool. And then I'm just going to hit apply. So now I can see Dow Jones, US 30, okay? SP 500, NASDAQ 100, NAS 100 for us. So looking at this, the hour is saying sell, which is what we see, right? Oh, my bad. Go to the hour. 4 hours showing a sell, but the hour has been selling. But on the 4 hour where we're at, that's showing us that it's been selling too. And but on here it's saying 5 hour is neutral and then buy. So again, for right now, just looking at this and what I know, and with the candlestick patterns that I trade right now, this would not be an ideal setup for me to take to trade. However, I can still mark the chart, so when that time comes, I'm prepared for either the sell or the buy if I get the signal to do so. Okay, so out the gate, just looking at this, price is consolidating on the 1 hour. So it needs to make a decision on if it's going to break to the downside or if it's going to go back up and make a new high, because it's been making new highs over this month, this past month, right? So this is the last high that it made with this previous week. So if price does break to the upside, you know what I need to see? Y'all already know. I needed to break this previous day high here. Okay. Come back down, retrace, form a new bullish candlestick pattern and confirm. And then I will take this to here, which will be my take profit one. Okay. NAS 100 has more movement. So I don't need to have a large gap like you typically would see with our currency pairs. So if somebody's like, oh, Leon, that's not going to be a good risk to reward, I need you, if you don't trade indices, just hold that thought. Okay. When you start trading indices, then you get, but hold that thought for now. Okay. So I would do this, wait for that. For the sale, I will wait for price to clear this previous day and previous week low. So it needs to clear both of these and do the same thing like I showed up here. I don't know why I pointed at the screen, like y'all can see my finger. But I need price to come down, pull back up, and then create a new bearish candlestick pattern and then I could take it to the downside once it confirms. Oops. Okay, then I could take it to the downside. Now, because this is such a large gap in between this previous week and month here, I am going to see if I can find an area where price may come again. So that's going to be a little too close for that. Oh my gosh, it may do it. I'm gonna do this, but I don't know if that'll be. I doubt that'll be enough space for a good risk to reward of 1 to 2. But I could see down here too, though. So if I change it to a candle to the line chart, you'll be able to see 1, 2, right, and then all of this right here. So we have at least two spots that price could touch and consolidate, or touch, reverse, or just go straight through into a sale. Okay, it all just depends on what's happening in the economy and what Nas want to do. You know, sometimes she goes, sometimes she's like, psych. All right, so this is not a good risk to reward, which I highly doubt it would be. If this is not a good risk to reward, I'm telling you now, be prepared for price to slow down. Okay, that's not 100%, y'all, but just be prepared for price to slow down here. Okay, and then make a decision if it's going to go up or down. If anything, if you're in it and you're in profit, secure your profit by, scaling out, or like I do, using the trailing stop loss. Okay, that's the best thing that you can do if you know that this is going to be your take profit one. Okay, once price hit in this area, you need to secure your profit. Put your trailing stop in, so that way if you push back up, hey, you don't made your bag. Okay, because that can happen. But this would actually be my TP1 for a sale. I would just put my trailing stop here. So I'm gonna put activate trailing stop if price comes here and doesn't really move, like keep going super fast. Okay. Now you don't have to do this. That's why I put a question mark there. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Okay, totally up to you. But better to be safe than sorry, right? And then take profit 2 will be this previous month here. And that should be it. I'm gonna move this over some. There we go. All right. So now we got TP1 for a buy. We got, remember y'all, this is a high. So if anything after this, you need to do a trailing stop, or I would suggest, excuse me, or I would suggest you do a trailing stop. Okay. After price hits here. So if it creates a new high, you should be doing a trailing stop if it goes past this 20K mark here. Okay. If it goes past here, I will activate my trailing stop, and then this is my take profit 1. Okay, because there's a lot of activity on this line here, so there's a possibility that price could come here and then go back into that buy. Okay, that's very possible. That's not a guarantee, but it's very possible that could happen. Okay, so now let's go to oil, and then we are done. If y'all have any questions, by all means, let me know. I need to put in crude oil because that's the only way it's gonna come in. Okay. Any questions at all? Thank you for your help. I'm studying this in order to add it to my trading pair list. That's right. Okay, good. Okay, so hopefully this stuff is helping. I don't know why I just went to the week when I was supposed to go to the month. Okay, so I could have sworn I marked up oil before. Maybe I didn't, but I thought I did. Oh well. Okay, so for all of y'all that are new though and still here, thank y'all. Because first of all, y'all some MVPs, man, because y'all still here. And it is probably, for my East Coast folks, it's 11 p.m. My Central, people over here, Central Standard Time. It's 10 p.m. and y'all still up with me. You know, so I appreciate it. For sure. For sure. All right. But y'all make sure that y'all share the video with someone you know, maybe struggling with trading, especially if they are just starting out. Listen, there's a lot of information out here, y'all, and it is hard to decipher like what order to do stuff in. If stuff really work, that's why I do these on for free on here, because I'm like, yo, like you should be able to see if what I'm teaching, if it makes sense to you and if it's helping you. Because if it's helping you and now you're like, okay, well, I want to get consistent with being in profit, then guess what? Then that means you just need to stay tuned a little bit more, right? You can either continue the free route or you can pay for stuff. Totally up to you. Says 11. Okay. But it's worth being here. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. It's worth it. That's what's up. All right. So I got my previous day low marked. I'm trying to get this high. There you go. Okay. I got it. So now what I'm looking at, gold. I said gold. Lord. Oil has been buying, but we have a bit of consolidation here. So I can actually mark a previous buy because price was down here and then it pivoted up here. So I'm going to just place my field. If you want to know how I place my field, why I place my field the way I do, then guess what? I have a video that's only like 4 minutes long, y'all. I show you how I place my field. There you go. I finally did it. Okay, so you can go back. I think I put it on there last week, but I finally did it, y'all. I said I was gonna do it. It took me some time. I remembered to finally do it. There you go. Okay, so let's go. Because I'm marking a buy, I'm gonna make my box green. Okay, that's a reminder to me. I'm looking for price to come down to this area and then go back into the buy. That's my visual for me. That helps me to remember what I'm looking for. So, all right, and I'm gonna lock that into place. And then I'm gonna do the demand zone. So let's just say price does not continue to push up, right? It doesn't pivot and go up, but it continues to come down. Well, this is our next area. It's kind of like our next line of defense, okay? Where price could potentially come to and then pivot and push back up into a buy. So this is our demand zone here. Bam. And now I can remove my field because I got it marked. So now what I'm looking for with oil, let's say it does break this previous day low here and it comes down to this week. That could be a profit area. And then also the top of this golden zone here, our 50, 60, 61.8% area from the field. This top of this could be our next take profit. And then guess what? The bottom of this golden zone and our previous month low are the same. So that could be another take profit area, okay? So I use my top-down analysis. I use my field as a means to help me to not only determine if I'm going to enter the market, but also where I should exit, okay? So on the 1 hour, this is showing that price did kind of come down, but now it's pushing back up. I would say with this, the risk to reward, you could do this as your take profit one. Let's see. For a buy. But again, that's for people depending on what your strategy tells you. If you're trading candlestick patterns, we've already missed one thing. As a reversal, we've missed our bullish Harami that has confirmed, but we have our 3 right soldiers that's confirming right now, okay? Because this is a reversal. So if you want to trade the 3 white soldiers, that candlestick pattern, you can prepare for that at 11 p.m. Okay, and then you can take that buy up into this previous month high here, because you got the high for the month, the week, and the day all back to back. Okay, so that if price does not do that, and you're like, I'm not doing that because I don't like that particular candlestick pattern, that's perfectly fine. You say you want to wait for the sale, then you already know, y'all. Listen, I don't just jump in. I will need to see. In this case, price comes down, retrace back up, form a new bearish candlestick pattern, and confirm below this previous day low here. Okay, and I'm pretty sure there is something that has occurred between this day low and this week low. So I'm gonna see if I can find it. That's pretty close. I don't like that. And that's just one touch. Let me see. Let's see. And then I change it to a line chart, y'all, here in a second. And we'll see what it do. Oh no. I forgot to change it. There you go. Okay, so no, that's not a good one. That's not a good one. Nope, that's not a good one either. None of these are good. Ugh. Okay, so I would use this. I mean, it's one support, one resistance type deal. I really don't like it, to be honest. Because this is super close as well, so that wouldn't be a good setup. So, and I'm not seeing any other ones before this week high here. I mean, week low here to say, yeah, price is gonna slow down there. So this is the only thing I could really find that's not too close to that previous week low there. So like I got 1, 2, 3. So yeah, see, price could come here 1, 2, 3, almost 4. But that just means that it could just slow down a little bit, you know. So where was I at? Oh my God, yeah, where was I at for this sale? I think I was there. I think that's 1, 2. I think that's where I was at, Lord. Anyway, so that's it. All right, cool. So I'm going to change it back to candles. I know this is close, y'all, but that's just not enough room for a profit. So I would do take profit 1 for the sale, TP1 for sale. And then the week, that will be the second one. That week low here will be the second take profit. And all of this is potential, y'all. You can always adjust depending on your risk to reward ratio that you're looking for, okay? Just know where these areas where I have the lines at, these are considered, in this case, if it's a sale, these will be considered like your areas of support. So price could come here and totally reverse and go back into a buy, okay? Price could come here and consolidate and then push back down. Price could come here, slow down for like a candle or two, and then go back into the sale, okay? So there's options, but just so you know. And then, like I said, the top of this golden zone here, that would be TP3. Okay. And then if you want to, you could use the bottom of it and that previous month high there. You can use that as your TP4. All right. So there you go. So gold, oil, NAS 100, all of these are now marked up for you all. I'm going to make this a bit bigger because that just looked ugly just now. Okay, that's better. There we go. All right, so everybody should be good. You got your screenshots. You know what you're doing. So now, y'all, let's get to it. We'll close this out with a few things, just letting you know when our next events are coming up and all that good stuff. Y'all, we have a pre-4th of July sale coming up that's going to kick off midnight tonight. Okay, so y'all got about 45 minutes or so until that happens. There are 3 things that's going to be on sale. I don't know why I did that. There's 3 things that's going to be on sale. You get it up to 70% off of the day trading 101. This is for my people who are really busy. You need something self-paced. It's 30 days of Forex trading instruction. Okay, so you're getting a lesson each day over a 30-day period. You do get a journal. You get some like homework assignments. Of course, it's on you, self-accountability to do the assignments, okay, to make sure that you're understanding the information. All right, so you get that. That's a sale. And then on top of that, I'm considering, now here's the thing, y'all. I'm considering doing another trading workshop, but I'm only going to do it if the demand is there. If there's a certain amount, if I don't hit a certain amount, y'all getting a refund. I'm telling you that now. Because I'm not trying to be funny, but like this stuff takes time away from my family. When I do stuff live, it takes time away from my family. And that's one thing I cannot get back. And so as much as I want to, like teach and help people or whatever, I need to make sure that it's going to be worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? So, depending on the amount of people that RSVP for it, that'll determine if it moves on, if I go forward with it or not. All right. But there will be a sale. Okay. And if I don't get a certain amount, I definitely will refund everybody their money because I'm not about to do it. All right. I mean, not playing. But there's another one that is also on sale. That's to the 1-on-1. Okay. That's where I'm going to sit down with you. We're going to get on Zoom or Google Meets or whatever. And we are going to talk about what you know, what you don't know, or what some of your goals are with trading, specifically with Forex, y'all. I do trade cryptocurrency, but if you're a beginner, I do not advise any beginners to learn how to trade for it. I mean, learn how to trade crypto, just being honest. Okay. I invest in the stock market, but again, I want to have certain data to tell you what you could do as a trader with the stock market in the manner that I trade Forex and trade crypto. Okay. I don't have the data for that. So that's the reason why I stick to Forex specifically for beginners, people who have a bit more experience. They've had some results and whatnot. Then I show them about crypto, what I do with crypto. Okay. So those are the 3 things. On top of that, with that 1-to-1 intensive trading boot camp is 6 weeks. You get to pick your day and time that you're going to have the live trading session with me. Okay, so not only do we create your trading program together and then it's totally personalized for you, we also get to do those live sessions according to your schedule. All right. Of course, it's meeting my schedule as well, but you get to pick your days and times. So I feel like that's really good. So you get to get those savings of up to 70%. The sale starts midnight tonight, and then it ends midnight or 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 4th of July. Okay, so just so y'all know, that's what it is. Go ahead, scan the QR code so you can secure your spot. You will want to come back to this after midnight, so that way you can start securing your savings. Okay, so these are just some of the upcoming events. I already talked about the pre-4th of July sale. Day trading workshop, I'm looking at doing that from the 8th to the 12th. Again, y'all, this is only if the numbers are there. If the numbers aren't there, you're going to get your refund. I'm just being straight up. Okay. And then we have my last students for this year, 2024, for the 90-day trading boot camp. We have our phase 2 graduation happening July 31st at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can, come and support them because they are like this, like their heads are like, oh my gosh, during this boot camp, but they're doing really good. They're learning a lot. So if you can come support, that would be really dope. Just to cheer them on because you would want that same thing for you, especially knowing what you've had to do and the amount of learning and time you had to put in to get a graduation certificate, right? Like you would want that support as well. So just come through and support. All right. Don't forget independent savings. So pre-4th of July sale starts midnight. midnight. So come back when you click this QR code, save it in your phone, come back to it after midnight, so you should be good to go. All right, next market analysis is going to be July 7th, y'all. Next one is going to be July 7th, same time, and then again July 21st. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button, okay? Hit that notification bell, and then give me the thumbs up if you like this session. If you love this session and you know some people who need some help with trading, then guess what? Share this with them as well, so that way they can do it. So thank you all so very much for jumping on tonight. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a really great night and a really great trading week. Come back here and I'll give y'all the results in the chat, in the comments. I have the results of the 4 things that we marked up tonight. All right. So that's it. Y'all have a good night and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Bye-bye.